Pohan, wake up! I saw Finn holding a bullhorn standing aside her windowsill, shouting toward my window. Today is your birthday, don't waste it. Say Finn, it's 2049 this year, and today is our last day to go to high school, and also my first day of being 18. I quickly packed it up, climbed out of my windowsill, and walked toward her through the bridge, which I have crossed it for the past 17 years. We went to Burke's vendors on the newly built roof terrace to enjoy our routine breakfast time. Burke doesn't really have a good cooking skill, but his vendor does have the best side toward the sport field, which hosts community sport competition seasonally next to our block. The entire grassland and eucalyptus forest are under our feet. Without car driving noises, only the wind, the rustling of leaves, and the chirping of birds, I can almost hear the early morning rain flowing in the retarding basin. We raise a toast to our classmate, John, who lives in the opposite block and look us enviously through his window because his neighbor hadn't reached to a common ground on what type of terrace they would have upon their buildings. Suddenly, the school bell rang. I am definitely not going to miss my last day in high school. In haste, I subconsciously took Finn's hand and running across roof terraces. It was a lovely day. My heart beats so fast. At that moment, I felt like I am on the top of the world. The ceremony held in the neighborhood square, King Square, which served as a multiple-use space for neighbors to hold events and markets, and as an outdoor cinema space on holiday nights. We gathered and enjoyed the ceremony with AR devices and interactive media projected on the building wall. Through that, we can have interaction with our classmates from all over the county. We can even see more scenery, regional culture, and expand our social networking through this media. We talked and shared the variety direction of our respective future. Some of us were going to stay where they live currently and doing distancing jobs, while others chose to move into hubs which combining universities, companies, and firms that performs as a concept of second-generation society, a smaller unit CBD, while also some others hadn't decided yet. After the ceremony, Finn and I walked through alleys full of cafe, vendors, semi-outdoor studios, restaurant, bars, etc., filled with parties of graduates and gatherings of parents. There's a new hub, MSD Hub, which of course constructed with MSD in Melbourne University. I'm thinking to apply to move in. What do you say? I said to Finn. She didn't speak a word. We walked slowly toward the quiet alley between our homes. The small, resilient ecology swamp was still containing rainwater from the rain early this morning. Although the water surface is narrow, it still reflects the beauty of the moonlight. The exquisite garden raised with a variety of edible landscaping plants and indigenous pollinator flowers by Finn's mom that allowed us to be extracted by this awkward moment. Suddenly, I gathered up the courage and faced to Finn. I said, It's a crazy world. I know you are still panicking and need more time to think about your future, but I'm here with you, as always, and will be forever. I held her hand, walked toward the rooftop. Upon there, I could see lots of blocks were celebrating this important date with joy. The starry sky was so amazing. I love you, Finn, I said, and I dragged her into my arms and kissed. After the outbreak of COVID, these tiny blocks reconstructed our lives. Through that, we learned to share, to love, and to be brave again. Thanks, Dex, my dad.